nice solid run. Since they got that track position for Mark Martin by taking 2 tires back earlier in the race, took him from 13th up to the lead of the race and ran in the top 5. Then they've tried to remain there most of the day, but a great job by Mark Martin, who has probably one of the best records at this racetrack of all the drivers.
That was a slide job.
Mark got a little bit loose though. Matt able to come back.
And yes, DJ, Mark Martin, a 5-time winner here.
Yeah, just I think I heard maybe 30 top 10s or something in his career at this racetrack, and just incredible.
Jeff Gordon, Clint Boyer fighting for a spot there as well. That's 6th and 7th. Kurt Busch
into the wall again.
Caution. Caution is out. Oh boy. This team is not guaranteed a spot in the chase, Kurt, so they can't afford really bad points days in these last few weeks. Oh boy. Dave, here they are.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. pitted from 10th. They figured they were about halfway through the lead lap cars, so 2 right side tires for Jr. Give him some more grip for the end of this race. See what he can get, Doc.
Ryan Newman coming in and rolling the dice. Remember what happened back in June? Fresh tires made a big difference inside of 10 laps to go. They made the pit stop right sides only for Ryan Newman.
Seeing a lot of that, right sides. There's Biffle, right sides. So first one in was Ryan Newman from 8th place. Oh, that's not a good way to be.
Yeah, he hit the wall coming into his pit stall. Slid sideways, that's where he wound up. He hit it, you know, fairly good.
Why?
Kyle Busch on the outside, rallied back from a problem earlier in the race where he lost track position due to strategy. Jimmy Johnson rallied back from a problem earlier in the race where they had to make an extra pit stop, then was on pit road before the caution came out and got the race lead. They have 2 laps to go to settle it at Michigan. Contact back in the pack. So far, everybody's straight. Kyle Busch clears Johnson off of 2.
Yeah, he really side-drafted Johnson going down into 1 and held Jimmy's car, got him a little bit free. Jeff Burton back in the pack out of shape.
You got a lot of cars in the pack that have new tires. They're trying to do something with them. 4 wide.
Newman and Kane. Kane, one of those with fresher tires on the right side.
Newman also has 2 tires on from that right side.
White flag.
White flag.
Next flag ends the race. Kyle Busch, 5 car lengths on Jimmy Johnson. Here's Mark Martin looking at the outside.
Jeff Gordon struggling off of turn 2 there. Might give up another spot here.
That's Ryan Newman with tires.
With a sense of urgency.
Dick Keselowski trying to make a run on the inside.
Jamie McMurray scraping the wall as the field comes off the final corner. Kyle Busch, for the 4th time this year and the first time at Michigan, is going to take the checkered flag.
Wow, they were 4 wide back in the pack. Jeff Burton, Martin Truex.
What do you know? I finally win one. Oh, yeah, boys, get to some of that.
Think he's happy? Hard racetrack to win on. He finally gets one.
You know, our founding sponsor, Joe Gibbs Racing, finally got a win for Norm Miller. It's been so long. You know, when I started at Joe Gibbs Racing, Interstate was the only primary sponsor we had. And to be crew chief in the Interstate Batteries car today is such an honor. And thank you, Norm. Appreciate it, man.
Well done. The 18 in victory lane today.
Talking about Norm and Tommy Miller, who owned the Interstate Batteries Corporation, great friends of Joe Gibbs, and they were the first sponsor there at Joe Gibbs Racing, and started that team in 1992.
Kyle Busch providing our Goodyear winning moment today at Michigan with the burnouts in the bow and picking up his 4th checkered flag of the season.
Kyle Busch climbing out of the Interstate Batteries car and celebrating his first victory here at Michigan International Speedway, and he gets that win in the Sprint Summer Showdown as well, so he'll be eligible for that big bonus at Atlanta. His 4th win of the season, and he did it in dramatic fashion. You had a comfortable lead until that yellow came out, so what's going through your mind as you get ready to restart with 5-time next to you?
Same as the last 4 weeks in a row, really, or 3, whatever it's been. But man, you know, it's so awesome to finally win here at Michigan, you know, and get Toyota into victory lane here at Michigan. Feels good, you know, being so close to Detroit and everything. And so I can't say enough about Norm Miller, everybody at Interstate Batteries. This was a flawless Camry. I mean, everybody at Joe Gibbs Racing, all these guys on this team, the guys at the JGR engine room gave me a great motor today. Great power, great fuel mileage. Thing was running 260 there with about 10 to go for about 10 laps or so, and I'm like, man, just I hope we make it. You know, I had trash on the grill or something, but can't say enough about Sprint, being in the Sprint Summer Showdown. Hopefully we get a chance at Atlanta and to run up front there and win the thing and bring home some extra money for charity, for a fan, and for all of us here at JGR.
Put in perspective how flawless your day was, and I know how good the race car was at the beginning of the weekend. Then you guys had some problems finding where you needed it to be, and then it was near perfect today.
Yeah, it's just the guys did a great job. You know, we unloaded well and we had a fast car, but it would only run the top, and so I qualified up top, and everybody was wondering why, you know. But that's the place I can only make speed today, and or Friday. Yesterday we worked on trying to get it to run around the bottom a little bit. We got really loose doing that, so we went back and got it to where I could run the top, and today I could run the bottom and I could run the top. So just had to move around. You just had to figure things out, you know. Can't say enough about the fans. You know, appreciate their support and appreciate NOS Energy Drink. Gillette, Marquis Jets, the fans, again, you know, just great to be here in Victory Lane at Michigan, you know, and we clinch our chase berth, so I can't say enough about all our folks at M&M's. And again, everybody at Interstate Batteries, we appreciate you.
Not that it was in doubt, but how comforting is it to have that spot in the chase clinched and looking ahead to the championship?
It's awesome. You know, that's what we wanted. We wanted to make sure that we could come out here and win races and have the opportunity to go out for broke. And you know, there I thought about coming down pit road, and I'm like, you know what, we might as well just stay out and see if we can't just get it done and hold the guys off rather than come from behind. So, you know, we felt like that was our given opportunity, that our best opportunity to try to win the race. And given we did everything right, we would be able to come out with it. So, again, you know, it's awesome to be here in Victory Lane. Thanks Sprint, M&M's, Interstate Batteries, all our partners.
Kyle Busch, the winner at Michigan International Speedway.
As the race to the chase continues to wind down, now 3 races to go until the field is set for NASCAR's chase for the championship and the Sprint Cup. And here's how they look after Kyle Busch picks up his 4th win of the season. Carl Edwards, with the mechanical troubles today, dropped him a little bit down. Brad Keselowski picked up 43 points on 10th place in the last 4 races. That's still a long way to go to just make the top 10, Andy.
Yeah, but he is steaming that way. I'm telling you, it's this incredible run that they've had.
Greg Biffle leading the most laps today, but not winning. Denny Hamlin had a tough day here as well. Let's talk with some of the top finishers. Dave has Jimmy Johnson.
And with as much as Jimmy Johnson has done in his career, it's hard to find a first for him, but how about a career best at the Michigan International Speedway? Second today, Jimmy. Talk about racing Kyle and everybody else today.
Yeah, great finish for the Lowe's team. Very proud of the effort, and can't thank all the employees of Lowe's enough for their support and sticking behind this race team over the years. We had a tough start to the race on pit road and on the racetrack, but we got that stuff ironed out and had great stops from then on and got the car underneath me. It was just really loose at the start of the race. And I drove up through the field, and you know, Chad made a great call to get me to pit road before the caution came out, gave us a shot at the win. But once I was up front in clean air, the balance of the car was a bit too loose. I got away from Kyle, but I was loose, and I knew he was going to come at some point, and he showed up. So disappointed I didn't win, but very good effort for the Lowe's team, especially when you look at where we started the race, where we finished.
How much of that, the gains you made during the day and then where the car was at the end, can you apply and make yourself and the car better for the chase coming up?
Yeah, I mean, good runs put so much confidence in the driver and in the team. You know, there's a lot of sleepless nights in the garage area when you're practicing on Saturday and trying to make the right decisions to a Sunday race. And the more good runs you have, the more confidence you build in your decision-making process and the things you do to your race car. So very, you know, proud of the effort, and felt good to be up there racing with the leaders and had a shot at it.
Jimmy Johnson, nearly the winner here today at Michigan.
Well, Jeff Gordon had a solid day. He reached the 22,000 laps led mark in your career, but better yet, you finished 6th, led 30 laps today. Where did the handling really go away for you, though, Jeff?
Well, I think we were really good in clean air, you know, and when we got out front, we were able to show that. I think Kyle was the best car, and he won the race, but I felt like we were the second best car, and when we got the lead, you know, we could really show that. There at the end, I just didn't get clear of the 17, and then the 2 got in there, and when that happened, it just killed us. You know, we got real tight behind those guys. Then we got a bunch of debris on the grill that started messing with us, and the temps are going up. We got loose, but hey, all in all, a solid day for our DuPont Chevrolet. You know, I love the effort and what kind of race cars and racing that we're bringing to the racetrack right now. It's a lot of fun out there, and you know, I thought we were going to be a little bit better than that, and at times we were. But right there at the end, I think we just need a little bit better track position. So I guess I didn't do a good enough job on the restart.
Alan Gustafson, your crew chief, told me this morning, hey, we have a cushion in the points in 7th. We're just going out to win this race. How much fun is it to just go out and concentrate on winning without the repercussions taking you out of the potential chase?
Yeah, I don't know if we ever stop focusing on winning, but I agree you can take some more risk and take more chances in this position, and I hear that we moved up even another spot in the points. So, you know, I just love the consistency and solidness of this team right now and the position that we're in to go get those wins. And, you know, we got one more before, you know, we can qualify for that sprint million, and we really want to make a fan a millionaire out there and get $1 million for our charity as well. So hopefully we can get that done at Bristol.
All right, Jeff Gordon brings it home 6th.
With that 3rd place finish, Brad Keselowski is now a career best 12th in Sprint Cup points. How do you feel about the day?
Oh, that's great. That's what I was going to ask you, where we're at in points, but good effort. We didn't have anything for the 18. He was really fast, and I really was surprised we were able to get by the 17 and 16. I think those 2 are both better than we were in the 24, but solid run. All in all, we executed really well today as a team and kind of outfinished what we had for speed. So we need to come back and work on getting just a touch more speed for these style places, but a great day, great execution, and proud of my team.
How do you feel now about your wild card position, Brad?
I mean, I think we're in pretty good shape. You know, a guy that needed to win today from a wild card perspective didn't, and we're running out of races. And we're up there far enough in points to where if another guy does win it, it will hopefully about, you know, kind of nullify it. So we'll just have to see how that plays out, but feeling better every week.
It's on all their minds. A strong day for Brad Keselowski. Mark Martin with his 4th place finish. I'm sorry to say just the 2nd top 5 this season, but for you that must be a great feeling, Mark, finishing up there today.
It's an incredible privilege to drive stuff like that, and thanks to Hendrick Motorsports, great race car and a tremendous engine. But Lance McGrew and all the guys on the CarQuest Auto Parts Chevrolet did a great job too. GoDaddy.com as well. They really had a fast race car all weekend, and it's just a privilege to get to race at Michigan International and drive fast stuff. Had a fast truck on Saturday and a really fast car today, and we were right there and could see the lead. And you know, anytime you can see the lead, you've got a crack at it. I feel very fortunate.
Mark saw it. He had a crack at it and finished in the 4th place today.
Well, Tony Stewart needed a top 10 finish at Michigan today, and Tony, you got it. I know it had to be a bit frustrating. You hope to run better.
Yeah, we just, I don't know what we got to do to get one balanced for a day, but we haven't figured it out yet. So we were on both sides of the coin all day long, just back and forth between tight and loose. So just take what we can get, I guess.
You stayed 10th in the point standings. Handicap, if you would, the next 3 races and your shot to get in a chase.
I'll be perfectly honest. At this point of the deal, if we're going to run this bad, it really doesn't matter whether we make the chase or not, because we're going to be occupying a spot in the chase that somebody else that actually can run for a championship is going to be trying to take, because our stuff's so bad right now that we're just we're wasting one of those top 12 spots right now.
All right, Tony Stewart very frustrated about not running better, although he gets a top 10 finish here at Michigan.
Ryan Newman started in the top 5. He finished 5th today. Ryan, talk to us about your day.
We started off good. We were really tight on entry, and you know, I made the mistake sliding through pit road, and we lost a bunch of spots that way. But a really good team effort. We were in the right position to make the 2-tire call and got the track position on the restart there, starting 10th, and just had a good enough restart to make it to the top 5. So good run for the Wicks Filters Chevrolet. I have to thank Wicks and all the people there from Wicks for helping us out and sponsoring us this race, and we'll go get them in Bristol.
You gained a spot in the points. Talk to us about your feelings heading toward the chase now.
Well, that's one thing. I mean, we gained on the guys behind us too, and that's the other part of it. You know, we're as far into the chase right now as we were out last year, and we only got a few races left. So we're in a good position. Try to get you know, a good next few races, and then we'll have a better shot at the championship.